Willie Nelson, the legendary country music artist, had a strong heart and a strong will. However, like many other people, he was not immune to great pain in life. One of the deepest and most painful sorrows in Willie's life was the loss of his son, William "Billy" Hugh Nelson, Jr. Billy was a son full of energy and passion for music, inheriting his father's talent. He and Willie shared memorable moments performing and recording gospel albums. However, beneath the brilliant appearance of his career, Billy faced mental difficulties. On Christmas Day, 1991, tragedy struck when Billy committed suicide at his home in Nashville, Tennessee. The news came like a bolt from the blue to Willie, causing him to fall into a deep depression. Willie once shared that he could never completely overcome this pain. Whenever he thought of Billy, his heart ached with longing. He often found ways to honor his son through music and touring as a way to live on and keep Billy's memory alive. Willie Nelson began his career not with the limelight, but with a long series of hard work and perseverance. Born into a poor farming family in Abbott, Texas, Willie showed his love for music at a very young age. Raised by his grandparents, he learned to play the guitar at the age of 6 and quickly showed his outstanding talent. The early years of his career were a difficult journey, as Willie worked in Nashville as a songwriter for music companies. Although he composed many famous songs, such as Crazy by Patsy Cline and Hello Walls by Faron Young, his performing career did not take off. He often struggled with the prejudice of record labels who did not appreciate his unique musical style. It was not until the 1970s that Willie Nelson truly exploded when he moved to Texas and developed the outlaw country style. This was a rebellion against traditional Nashville country music, with rustic melodies and honest lyrics that touched the hearts of listeners. The 1973 album Shotgun Willie is considered the birth of this style, catapulting him to stardom. The combination of country music with influences from jazz, blues, and folk created a new and distinct sound, making Willie an irreplaceable icon in music. Over the course of more than 6 decades of his career, Willie Nelson has left an undeniable musical legacy. He has released more than 150 albums, including classics such as On the Road Again, Always on My Mind, and Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. These songs not only topped the charts, but also became an indispensable part of American music culture. Willie was not only a singer, but also an excellent songwriter. He won a total of 10 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year for Red-Headed Stranger and a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2000. In addition, he was honored in the Country Music Hall of Fame and received the National Medal of Arts, one of the highest honors for artists in the United States. Not only stopping at music, Willie Nelson also expanded into the film industry with impressive roles in films such as The Electric Horseman and Honeysuckle Rose. He is also an active social activist, founding Farm Aid to support struggling American farmers. These accomplishments not only demonstrate Willie's talent, but also his kind heart and passion for the community. Willie Nelson's love life was a colorful journey, full of passion, but also full of ups and downs. He went through 4 marriages, each of which brought unique experiences and inspiration for his music. His first wife was Martha Matthews. This marriage lasted from 1952 to 1962 and produced 3 children, Lana, Susie, and Billy. However, this was also a tumultuous relationship, with frequent conflicts between the two. Martha even attacked Willie in a fit of anger, but he remained on good terms with her even after the divorce. Willie remarried Shirley Collie in 1963, but the marriage ended abruptly after Shirley discovered Willie was having an affair with Connie Kupke. Connie became Willie's 3rd wife, and together they had 2 daughters, Paula and Amy. However, this marriage did not last. In 1991, Willie married his current wife, Annie D'Angelo, who has become a solid pillar in his life. Annie has not only been a companion through the difficult years, but also a wise manager, helping Willie maintain his career. The couple has two sons together, Lucas and Micah, both of whom have followed in their father's footsteps in the music industry. Willie's love and marriage may not have been perfect, but they have helped shape who he is. An artist with a passionate heart and a free-spirited, unconstrained lifestyle. Willie Nelson was the father of 8 children, each of whom had a distinct impact on his life. From the children from previous marriages to the 2 youngest children with his current wife, Annie D'Angelo, all left a lasting impression on Willie. Lana, Susie, and Billy were Willie's 3 children with his first wife, Martha Matthews. Of these, Swing Billy was the closest to Willie in music, having recorded a gospel album with his father before the tragedy. Billy's loss was not only Willie's greatest pain, but also a wound that would never heal for his siblings. With his third wife, Connie Kupke, Willie had 2 daughters, Paula and Amy. Paula was a famous singer, inheriting her father's talent and performing frequently with him. Amy, although less public, still had a close relationship with the family. Lucas and Micah, the 2 children with his current wife, Annie D'Angelo, are bright musical talents who continue their father's artistic legacy. Lucas's band, Willie Nelson and Promise of the Real, has achieved great success, while Micah is known for his unique artistic style and songwriting ability. Willie has always been proud of his children and has tried to maintain a good relationship with all of them, despite personal events and the complexities of his family life. Willie's greatest sadness, the loss of Billy, was not only a burden for him, but also a shock to the whole family. Those close to Willie, from his children to his current wife Annie D'Angelo, have always shared that he found a way to overcome the pain through music and their companionship. Daughter Susie has said that her father always tried to keep the family together, even in the most difficult times. Paula, the daughter from his third marriage, also shared that Willie never let sadness completely defeat him. Instead, he transformed his grief into emotional songs, leaving deep value for the audience and his family. His wife Annie D'Angelo played an important role in helping Willie regain his balance after the loss. Annie once shared that Willie was a strong but also very sensitive man. Music became a spiritual therapy that helped him overcome great challenges. Willie Nelson's career development journey is a story of perseverance and constant creativity. From the difficult early days as a musician in Nashville to becoming one of America's biggest music icons, every step of Willie's journey marked progress and intense passion. Willie began his career as a songwriter for Pamper Music, where his songs like Crazy and Hello Walls quickly became hits. However, he was not satisfied with remaining an anonymous musician and wanted to make a name for himself as a performer. This prompted him to return to Texas and explore the outlaw country style, a unique blend of traditional country music and genres such as rock, blues, and folk. Willie's big break came in 1975 when he released the album Red-Headed Stranger, a musical narrative that touched the hearts of millions of listeners. Subsequent albums, such as Stardust and Relentless Touring, helped solidify his star status. Willie was not only a singer, but also a pioneer in building the country music community in Texas. In addition to music, Willie also expanded his career into film and business. He acted in many famous films and invested in community projects, including founding Farm Aid to help struggling farmers. Willie Nelson had 4 marriages in his life, each of which brought him profound lessons, happiness, and sadness. Although his love life was not without its ups and downs, these experiences contributed to the emotional depth of his music. His first marriage to Martha Matthews, which lasted from 1952 to 1962, was a tumultuous one. Martha was Willie's first love, but their relationship was affected by poverty and the pressures of everyday life. Conflicts gradually escalated, and there are stories of Martha attacking Willie in a fit of rage. However, they remained loving and together long enough to have 3 children, Lana, Susie, and Billy. Despite their separation, Willie never publicly blamed Martha and always kept a corner of his heart for her. After a tumultuous marriage, Willie married Shirley Collie in 1963. Shirley was a famous country singer, and their relationship was marked by musical harmony. However, Willie's intense love for music and his free-spirited lifestyle led to the dissolution of the marriage in 1971. Shirley discovered that Willie had fathered a child out of wedlock with Connie Kupke, an event that led to their divorce. Connie Kupke became Willie's 3rd wife. Their marriage lasted from 1971 to 1988 and produced 2 daughters, Paula and Amy. Connie was a strong woman who supported Willie in his career and helped him through difficult times. However, Willie's busy career, constant touring, and his free-spirited nature once again caused the marriage to fall apart. Willie's current wife, Annie D'Angelo, was a huge turning point in his life. They married in 1991, and Annie has been not only his life partner, but also his manager, partner, and rock. Willie has said that Annie helped him realize the value of stability in family life. The marriage has lasted for more than 3 decades, a testament to the maturity and change in Willie's view of love and family responsibilities. One of the most important